Oh, what's up, everybody? This is CARLOS Carlos, and today we react to Ace Attorney season 3? No, season 2. Let me check. Double check. Season 2, episode 3.
The sacred urn, which holds the soul of Mystic Ami, was stolen by the phantom thief Mask to Mask. When Ron Delight said he was the guilty party and surrendered, I took up his case and began investigating, hoping to uncover the truth and ensure justice is served. However, that didn't sit right with Maya. And thus, I ended up going into the trial alone.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I thought it was going to be intro. Chocolate man. Chocolate covered banana. Postcards, cotton candy.
What's going on
Festival?
here? Why is Mask to Mask so popular? He's a criminal. They've even got postcards.
He's like an anti-hero.
What are you doing, Nick?
Maya would love one of those. Nope, I'm on my own today. Gotta stay focused.
Ooh, he said I'm on my own. Won't lower the volume like that. So, last episode, they left off, as he just recapped, they went their both separate ways. He's by himself, defending the guy because he's not the one who stole the vase that Maya and her family owns. There were some clues from the last episode that will help in this case. I believe there was a statue in the warehouse that was moved. I think that's gonna be a part of the that's gonna be a clue to the trial. Last episode they were so close to check what one of the like secret persons who was gonna take care of the vase was hiding something, and he was gonna check inside his bag, but he opened the door and he didn't check what was in the bag. Maya had something else, was gonna check something else of the women's of the victim, and they didn't have time to get it either. So we'll see.
Court is now in session for the trial of Ron Delight. Please be seated.
From
Your
his
Honor,
wife and
the defense is
or
ready to proceed.
wife or girlfriend.
And what about the prosecution? Are you ready to begin?
A foolish question. My caffeinated blood is always prepared for battle. Let's turn the tables, Your Honor. Tell us, are you ready to roast this bean?
Don't be absurd. I'll pass judgment after I've heard both sides and reviewed the evidence.
Wake up and smell the rich aroma of a thief admitting his crimes. This'll be quick. We have other cases, right?
And, who are you again?
Godot. A legendary prosecutor who's never lost.
Is that so?
Oh.
And how many trials have you won?
This'll be the first time I've argued a case.
Okay.
You said you were legendary.
Yeah.
Well, all prosecutors start off undefeated.
Be that as it may, I'd say you're pretty arrogant for a rookie.
Every cup of excellence begins its life as a mere bean.
Why does everyone I face have to be a nut job?
So we finally meet. It's a pleasure, Mr. Trite.
Huh? The name's Phoenix Wright.
It is my fate to
Trite.
do battle with you in this court. It's why I've returned. I came from the ghastly depths of hell to beat you.
Should I recognize this guy? He sounds like he knows me.
Let's get on with it. We'll begin
sounds
by
good.
hearing from the accused. What are you doing? We're in the middle of a trial
coffee.
here.
A brew that's darker than a moonless night sky. Hotter and more acidic than the devil's bathwater. Justice pairs well with a fine cup of joe.
Cup of cheese.
I suppose I can agree with you.
Seriously? Hello, court.
Hmm.
My legal name is Ron Delight, but you may know me better as Mask to Mask. I'm him.
Wonderful. So you admit that you're the phantom thief who stole the Khura'in urn, then? You're telling us the truth?
Yes, I did that crime myself. Go ahead and find me guilty. Can we please just get this over with?
Hold it! 1 second.
You're throwing your own case!
Is there a reason for screaming, defense?
Since Ron's not even trying to say he's not the Phantom Thief, all I can do is try to prove that Mask to Mask didn't actually steal the urn. This is nothing but pure conjecture. How do we know Mask to Mask is the perpetrator to begin with?
What's that you say? Are you suggesting someone else broke into the exhibit and committed this theft?
That seems like the first fact we should get straight.
Interesting brew. Let's hear your theory. I hope it's as eye-opening as the nectar in this mug.
Turn your attention to the screen. This is security camera footage from the Lordly Taylor's basement. And here, I have a photo reference from Mask to Mask. Someone's making postcards of me? Take a close look. The thief who broke into Lordly Taylor is missing this gaudy brooch.
It's true.
Therefore, it stands to reason that this criminal is not the real Phantom Thief.
Aptly noticed, Mr. Slight. But isn't this
Slight.
the brooch you're talking about?
Hey, where did you get that?
I found it hidden at the storeroom in the shadow of a gold statue.
Do it.
It was at the crime scene all along?
That
With
gold
this
statue.
evidence, it would seem it was the real Mask to Mask who stole the urn after all.
You're quick on the uptake, Gramps. I raised my mug to you.
No! If that was the real Mask to Mask, then I don't have a case.
You giving up? Well, that was easy.
Damn.
My coffee hasn't even had a chance to cool down yet.
Wait just a minute!
What is it, Maya?
I have a witness. He's sitting on something big and he can't hold it in.
What? A witness?
Yo, Nick, good to see you.
Yay!
What are you
Larry.
doing?
I saw him yesterday. Hey, I know you. Butts?
Oh, whoa, hi. What's going on, Maya?
What could he have been doing at Ron's place?
Yeah,
Got
that
to hear
word.
his
That's why I didn't show who was the
I
person.
promise it'll be worth it.
That was
I
the
got a
thing.
story for you.
I thought she was.
Always here to help, bruh.
Every time I think I've seen the last of him, I have to see more butts.
Look at this. I found it on my rounds the other day. Hey, is that my wallet? There was a license inside and, you know, other wallet stuff. Anyway, I wanted to get it back to him like a good citizen.
I'm on to you, butts. You just wanted to meet her.
Important part, when did you
I
find
got
the wallet
you.
again?
Oh, yeah. It was just 2 days ago. I saw it on the ground outside my building at work.
But why would Ron's wallet be at your job?
I mean, it's not that weird. He works at the same place I do, right?
Really?
Oh, and I found something else in his wallet, too. A KB security key card. That gets you all over the building I patrol. Each card has its own serial number. We keep logs of when people come and go throughout the building, day and night. That's my top-notch security for you.
He used this? At what time?
Let's see, I think it was around 1 a.m.
1 a.m.? 2 nights ago? That's when the urn was stolen.
Defendant? Is he correct about the fact that you're employed by KB Security?
Well, not exactly. I used to be until a year ago.
What happened?
I was kind of fired.
Larry, how long would it take to get from your building to Lordly Taylor?
I'm guessing about 30 minutes or so.
Half an hour? That settles it. My client couldn't have been in 2 different places at the exact same time. And therefore, the defendant is not Mask to Mask after all.
Woo! Hey, marry a couple judges. Cool down.
Pretty clever, Mr. Blight.
Mr. Blight?
I'm curious to know why
He's
you
not
went to
saying
your
right
former place of
correctly.
employment after you were fired.
Let me
And
pause.
it's such-
He's like, you know, scared. You couldn't say Tanjiro name. My God. I can't wait what he's gonna say.
It's a late hour, no less.
What's going on?
Look at this, Nick.
A letter?
I found it at Ron's place.
Ah, that was
Is
the
this what I
thing.
think it is?
They found the
I
letter.
remembered what Desiree
A letter.
said
That was the
earlier.
thing.
There's a lot more to
They
this
found.
case than meets the eye. I know it. Please. I'm begging you.
She wasn't exaggerating. I think this note could be what she was talking about.
That's great.
I'm really sorry about what happened yesterday. You two ended up fighting because of me. Don't say that. I was the one who was wrong.
You both have my gratitude. Thanks a lot. Your Honor, the defense would now like to present a shocking new piece.
If you don't want your secret identity to be revealed, bring me $50,000. I'll wait in the CEO office of KB Security at 1 a.m. September 12th. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. That was a good evidence right there.
Not that!
Bring me $50,000. Your Honor, this is obviously blackmail. While the theft was taking place on the other side of town, Ron Delight was dealing with whoever wrote this letter in the CEO's office at KB Security.
Fascinating. But do you have concrete proof that the kid even entered the CEO's office?
The card.
Well, I'm sure that we...
Of course we've got proof.
The card.
Come on, tell him, Larry.
Sure thing. Look up the logs connected to the key card and they'll tell you exactly
Yup.
what doors
Oh,
you
you-
and at what time.
The card will tell you. Yes. That's what he was saying.
Prosecutor Godot, do you approve?
Sure. In fact, I have them here. These are the card logs for the CEO's office. There is a record for 1 a.m. the night the crime was committed, and I'm guessing it was Delight's card.
What? You knew about this? I don't understand.
Oh.
I'm meticulous with my groundwork, with both research and coffee.
Was he testing me?
Who's throwing the coffee to him? Tommy! Who's throwing the coffee to him? He starts lighting the coffee to him. Or he's like, comes to him.
Something else going on.
Quote, if you don't want your secret identity revealed, end quote. I wonder what all this could be about.
See? He's talking about the fact I'm masked to mask!
Irrelevant. The defendant clearly wasn't the person who stole the urn that night.
I must agree with you. Delight was in the CEO's office at KB Security when the crime took place. The prosecutor's office will admit that this fact should be on the record.
You did! He's not guilty!
Thank you.
This isn't right. I am the Phantom Thief. I swear it's true.
Well, if the defendant didn't do it, then who's the guilty party responsible? We're now without a suspect.
Whoever stole the urn must have been in the warehouse. It's the only thing that makes sense. But who was there at the time?
That dude with the glasses. With that one,
Don't
yeah.
tell me.
Him.
I believe I know who the thief may have been.
Oh yeah? Do tell us.
The culprit is the prosecutor's witness. The real mask to mask is Ace Detective Luke Atme.
I think he knew about this.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I have arrived.
Because I think
Now
he's
then,
testing him.
witness, state your name and occupation.
You've no doubt heard of Luke Atme. Ace detective and stunning star skilled at stealing the spotlight.
Would you mind using some of that illumination to lighten the dark roast in my cup?
But of course, your wish is my command.
We've got two real pieces of work here.
Yup.
It's like they're feeding on each other's weirdness. Just my luck.
This is simply unbelievable. You seek to indict me, the Duke of Deduction. It seems as though you've chosen to ignore the rules of civil society again.
Are you sure you're gonna be able to win this one, Mr. Nick?
I've got no choice but to try my best. First off, Mr. Atme,
Let's go.
remember what you said yesterday?
Indeed. And since I am an ace detective, I expertly arranged an elegant trap to ensnare the thief.
In other words, it was possible for you to easily steal the Kurine urn.
Wait, so the detective is the thief? Sadly for you, Sir Lawyer, that vibrant picture of the villain behind you speaks louder than a wealth of worthless words. As you can see, it points to Mask Damask as the culprit, not me. By the way, that footage was captured by a lordly Taylor camera, yes? So it hasn't been tampered with.
Because there was no need for it to be. You could pretend to be on guard duty as a detective and also steal the urn as a phantom thief. Look at me. You are Mask to Mask. Admit it!
What say you to this charge, witness? He's laughing.
Yes, Mask Damask is truly a maniacal mastermind. And as such, I, Detective Luke Atme, am the only genuine genius with the deftness and daring to don the dastardly disguise. Wouldn't you agree?
Are you admitting that you're guilty of this crime?
You've got him.
Yes, Mr. Atme. I hereby indict you as Mask to Mask.
Objection!
Ooh. He throw that coffee to him.
Godot
Ooh.
blend number 102. Have a sample on the house.
Sir, what's the meaning of this?
The detective is really an ace thief? It's a fairy tale filled with sweetener to be sure, but reality is far more bitter.
I have to admit, his theory makes perfect sense to me.
It would make sense if there were any truth to it, Mr. Smite.
Smite.
The Urn's guardian is its thief.
I like
That's
this
quite
dude.
the narrative. But you'd better show all of us the proof of your claim. Otherwise, I suggest you throw out the pot and try another grind.
Yes, indeed. You're rambling randomly in an attempt to revile me as a rapscallion, right? I can't imagine you have any evidence.
No, he doesn't.
I'd love to settle things right here and now, but...
Defense?
Your Honor, I don't have proof yet.
As I thought. The brew has gone stale, but you're trying to force it down anyway.
This is no good. I've got to stay on the attack. I'll never get another chance to prove he's the thief.
Sounds like you can't back up your claims.
It seems the cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness has lifted, and therefore we...
Hold it!
Oh. Hey! Good game.
Look at this. Ta-da!
Whoa.
Wait, is that the...
The Karine urn!
But where did you find it?
Isn't that obvious? It was in this shady detective's office.
Detective Atmey's office. Does that mean...
That
I wanted to
was
help
the
Ronnie
base.
get out of this any way I could.
Oh, isn't the power of love so beautiful?
Damn.
That can't be.
You'll find it hard to weasel out of this one. The evidence points to guilty!
Objection! You're jumping to conclusions. Desiree, you're Rhonda Light's loving wife, is that correct?
Yes, of course I am.
I have to commend you. The lengths you've gone to save your husband are truly inspiring.
What do you mean by that?
It'd be the easiest thing in the world for you to bring the urn to us. From the home you share with Ron.
That's not true.
Ooh.
I found it in his office.
The scalding truth is, this town is filled to the brim
He's
with
smart.
lies.
He's smart.
We don't need any more getting through the filter.
You're wrong. I would never.
I
Yeah,
see his
he's
point.
pretty smart.
If you cannot prove that the urn was in the witness's office, I simply cannot accept it as evidence in this court.
Don't forget to tip your barista.
Objection!
Okay, let's see.
The urn was in fact in Detective Atmey's office. And I can prove that to be true. Because of the fingerprints on it.
Fingerprints? Really?
Oh dear. Don't make us laugh, Sir Lawyer. That's your big reveal? My. How thick-headed. It would be perfectly plausible if that urn was plastered in my fingerprints. After all, I was the
Right
slick
there.
sentinel assigned its safety.
Unfortunately for you, I'm not presenting your fingerprints as evidence. Mr. Atmey, do you recall when you saw me yesterday? The Karine urn was in your bag then, wasn't it?
That's quite impossible.
Sure, I didn't look in the bag myself. But even better than that, I touched whatever was inside.
Woo!
You did?
Your Honor, please have the urn dusted for fingerprints. If my prints are on there, it proves beyond a doubt that the urn was in Detective Atmey's office after all.
Objection! Isn't it possible you could have touched the urn sometime before it was stolen?
It's not. As the person in charge of the exhibition explained to us.
But I did my best to polish it and make it look like it was worth millions. I think it's quite a beautiful work of art, honestly.
She must have removed
Damn.
every fingerprint.
Yup.
So the only
Yup.
chance I had to
Hey,
touch the urn
he's
was
getting me.
yesterday. And that's when I was at the Atmey Detective Agency.
That's the Godot blend number 107. Suddenly it seems way too bitter for my taste.
Officer, take this urn and examine
There's
it.
no need for such a display. That's because I already know the pompous prosecutor's prince polluted the piece.
Oh, what are you saying?
This is it. I finally broke him.
No, he got
Take a good long look, ladies and gentlemen of the court. You may think it vain, but to find a proper rival, I was forced to create my own villainous virtuoso, a vengeful vigilante. Your acute accusations are all affirmed. It was me. I am the one and only Master Mask. I hope you all enjoyed my perfectly poised performance.
Cadeau, what's Atmy's current status?
He's still in the lobby laughing like a madman. I wish I could laugh like that, to be honest.
That being said, I shall hereby hand down the verdict in the case against Ron DeLite.
Not
Not
guilty.
guilty.
Yeah.
Nicky boy,
Woo, woo,
thank you
woo,
so much
woo.
for everything. You're
Case.
a genius.
What?
I couldn't have done it without your help.
Yo.
Talk about a thrill.
It was a
she
huge
really
help.
turned the tide. I want to be just like her when I grow up.
And Maya and Pearl, I really have to thank the both of you too.
Whoop,
You helped
whoop,
so
whoop.
much.
I'm glad we were able to.
He won it. He won it.
What's the matter? I did my best to get you out of this, so why are you down?
You're right. I know. And I really appreciate it, honey. The thing
It's a
is-
little too early to celebrate.
What?
Cadeau, what are you doing here?
I just came to give my thanks for your assistance
For
For
what
what?
now?
on another case. Early this morning, the body of KB Security CEO Kane Bullard was discovered. He had been murdered, and the estimated time of death is 1 a.m. on September 12th.
1 a.m.
My
You
God.
don't mean
That's right. At the same time a cheap little art piece was being stolen, there was a murder happening over at KB Security.
all right then? What brings you here?
He gonna
We
get
worked
the
well
car.
together and proved a few things in court today. On the record.
Like what?
Like the fact that on September 12th at 1 a.m., one Mr. Ron DeLite was in the office
Knew
of
it.
KB Security.
I knew he's
CEO,
gonna go for
the
it
scene of
again.
the murder. After getting that blackmail letter, he must have been imbrued with utter rage.
Oh
That's
shit.
right. We proved the kid's whereabouts in today's trial. It may have been his alibi, but it implicated him in a more serious crime.
Oh no.
The defendant didn't steal the urn, true, because he was murdering Kane Bullard at the time of the theft.
No, I don't believe it.
I'm innocent. I'm only a thief, I swear. I'd never hurt anybody, not even a fly.
We'll have to detain you for a little while longer.
Defend him
On a
again,
charge this
Phoenix.
time. You're going down for murder.
What do we do?
Yo.
There's no way that Ron's a killer.
Was this your goal from the very beginning, Godot?
We're in for another showdown. I'm buzzing with excitement.
Just who is this guy? I sense a quiet but deep hatred coming from him. What's he getting out of this?
No! Ronnie!
No way. He's in a different case now? For murder
What the
now?
hell is happening?
That's it? That's it? What? That's how you end it? Damn. What a shocking turn of events, my boys. Wait, gals. But damn. Oh my God. That was the thing I was not expecting. Okay? That was the thing I was not expecting. Sheet. Okay, we're going to check if there's an end credit. I don't believe so. Wait, right there. Nope, no end credits. No end credits. Okay, it's gonna be preview.
And after being revealed as mask to mask,
Okay. Preview, we got a preview.
Objection! The case of the stolen Karine urn has taken an unexpected turn. Ron was declared not guilty, but now he's accused of murder. This must be a setup. But who's behind it? And after being revealed as mask to mask, the alliterative Ace Atmy's behavior has been troubling too. Who's pulling the strings in this case? Find the contradictions, believe in the truth.
Turnabout one?
Next episode, The Stolen Turnabout, third trial. Take that.
Ooh, okay. Okay. This got interesting. I'm not gonna deny. I can't wait for the next episode. Oh my God, this is good. I was not expecting. I was expecting to try to keep going into the next episode because I remember it was second trial. This one was second trial. I thought it was gonna stop right halfway of this this trial and go to the next part, next episode. But we got he confessed on the second trial, and usually on the third trial on season 1, they'll find him guilty or not guilty. But this time, and this time it was second trial that found him innocent, and it's a different case, but only it's going to last for one trial. It looks like. So that's the end of the reaction, and I told you that statue that was moved, it was going to be a part of the evidence, and it was for the item that the Master Mask had in his clothing. So I was right about they were going to have evidence. Also evidence inside the bag as well. And yeah, and the evidence of the person who was at the door. I forgot about that. But yeah. So that's the end of the reaction, guys. Hit that like button and like the video. Subscribe for more reaction to Ace Attorney Season 2. Because we're going to keep reacting to this because this is getting good. It's getting good. This is getting good. So, and I'll see you guys in the next video down below. Adios. Take that.